I'm still in bloody awe of how well bench press is feeling. We're talking now months of benching that feels freaking amazing. I just can't get over it. I can't get over what a turnaround it was. Middle of last year, I couldn't freaking open the drawer in my kitchen because of the elbow pain that I was experiencing. That progressed to the other elbow as well. So both of my elbows were just pissed off for whatever reason. Maybe squatting, maybe multiple different things, probably triggered by the bands on the bench press that I tried after watching a lot of Louis Simmons and accommodating resistance and chains and bands and all that sort of stuff. I got inspired to do it, tried it, and freaking really hurt myself. Now I'm basically looking at 3 months. My son was born 3 months ago. So 3 months now of really, really good benching. Initially I started with sets of 10. That felt good. Now I've basically been doing for at least a month and a half now of just basically doubles and singles. That's all I'm really doing. And I found a way to keep the elbow pain away, which is what I think is all about rotation of the hand. Rotation of the hand with the hammer. Just swing it around. I know it doesn't seem like it's anything, man, but once you put 50 rotations into let's say pronation or supination or whatever feels well for you, depends on whether you got tennis elbow or golfer's elbow or whatever. Once you keep doing that every day, man, like you warm up everything that needs to get warmed up, and then you feel good. And so benching, getting the volume in, is not a problem anymore. It's not a problem. And a lot of people are saying, Ivan, you got to go back down to 5s and 6s and whatever, 10s and 12s and whatever. I just don't feel the need. I just feel like most people, most programming, historically speaking, people back away because of the aches and pains that come with working with doubles, triples, singles. That kind of work is the most productive work to strength. It's just you can't tolerate it for a long period of time because of joints. Joints get pissed off. There's imbalances that are created. And it doesn't really matter what freaking exercise you're doing, you're going to get an imbalance. Because always in a movement, there's something that's working more stronger. It's more engaged than something else. And then when you have that in a joint, you have a muscle that pulls more than the other. And over a period of months, you have an imbalance that creates a joint pain, a joint inflammation. I've found a way to put in stupid amount of volume. Again, I'm on my way on, I'm going to do the 5th set of 145 kilos in the bench press. 2 days ago, I did 140 for 10 singles. Today, I'm doing singles with 145. And I'm coming out unscathed. I can recover. The joints feel good, elbows feel good, wrists, shoulders, everything feels good. So that allows me to get the volume in. And I just keep dreaming about a time in the future where I can do the same thing with squats. The troubling thing with squats is that it has many more points of technique breakdown. There's many more joints involved. There's probably a trillion freaking joints involved in the spine alone. And so technique degradation is what hurts you the most. So when you're working with singles, let's say at 90%, 95%, it is very, very hard to stay in the groove with the squat because it's such a large movement, so many joints to coordinate. So maybe working with 90% for months on end is not doable for the squat because of that. But I just wish sometime in the future I will find something that complements the squat the same way that the hammer complements the bench press for me. And we're all different, right? You need to work that out for yourself. If you got really, really long arms, this whole hammer thing might not do anything for you. Maybe you got shoulder issues. You have to find something for the shoulders. Maybe you got whatever issue. I don't know. Everyone's got a different thing. But, once you find that little thing, it's such a freaking amazing feeling because you can actually do the damn thing. You can do the bench press. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. And you can overdose on it seemingly and not hurt yourself. And somebody like me who loves the process of training, I feel emancipated, man. I feel like I've hit a jackpot. Honestly, that's how lucky I feel that I can do this much damn volume and walk away feeling good. Man, I just wish I could have something like that for the squat. But 4 years on, and I'm still kind of searching for that squat thing. Last night, just before sleep, I committed myself. It took me a long while, several days now, of thinking about it. But I've gone ahead and I've ordered the GHD from Rogue. It's expensive. It's very expensive, and I don't like buying expensive things like this. But I've had years now of thought of praising that machine, that feeling. That makes me feel freaking amazing. And I've never had access to it at home that I can just, before work, jump on, do a set of 3 sets. After work, do 3 sets. Just like grease the groove with it whenever I want. I look forward to that. And I didn't want to buy 2 of them. I don't want to buy something that's flimsy and crappy. I believe in this so much that I've committed to an expensive freaking piece of machinery. It's cost me $1,600 to get it to Adelaide from Melbourne. Not just, this is the price of it as well. I think the shipping was $150 Australian. That's a lot of freaking money. That's basically more money that I spent on my squat rack, the bar, and the initial weights that I got. All of that cost me less than $1,500 back in the day. I mean, it is back in the day, freaking some 10 years ago. So money has devalued a fair bit since then. But it's a big chunk of resources into one machine that you're gonna do basically 1 exercise, maybe 2, maybe 3 if you do the raise and the sit up or whatever. But I have a great degree of confidence. It took me a long time to get the SSB. I mean, I don't buy stuff that often. In the last few months, I bought a bar so I can ollie lift. I bought some crash mats. Last year, I can't remember when, but probably early part of the last year, I bought an SSB. And then before that, I don't know what else I bought. Long time. So very excited, very, very much looking forward to this. I want this to be my hammer for the bench press. I wish it can be. I'm gonna try and experiment a whole bunch of things. Like, I've never done this before because I don't have access to it like this. But I want to do squats and then jump on the GHD and do some back races and superset it back and forth, back and forth. That's kind of what I'm doing with the damn hammer right now. I'm doing that and it feels great. So maybe I can do that. Maybe that's gonna feel great. Maybe I can get volume through this type of supersetting business. I really hope I find that hammer. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.